Did Clifton move towards the door?
I believe so.
I went into the next car.
But which direction?
Up.
Not the monster. Not the monster way. Flatbread.
Okay, then
yes.
that's the direction I'm heading in.
Oh, we're in science. Right.
You're in
the
science.
Monster is in science.
We're in
Monster
science.
No, the
monster
monster's
is
in
in chemical. And then science and then flatbed.
And we're in science. We're kind of fighting over the threshold of those two.
Correct.
And so I went sort of to the back of science then, or to the front of science rather. Okay, yeah.
I'm following Clifton.
Trains, how do they work?
Trains.
Yeah, it's
Trains
hard to
even.
say. There's only 2 directions you can go,
Inertia.
but they are difficult to figure out.
Yeah. This here monster is going to very quickly snake its head forward and try to as it kind of like snakes its head forward, you see coming out of the shoulders these 2 tentacles that kind of stretch out and like whip forward towards Boston.
Ugh. This might be the end of Boston Rob.
Oh, Boston Rob. Oh, but I rolled 2 10s.
Oh, Jesus.
That's not
I'm
great.
gonna try and dodge it.
Okay.
Otherwise, I mean, I have a lit candle. I have
Yeah,
a
you-
fucking arm.
This is correct.
I am going to try to dodge it. I do not have dodge. I am going to spend a health to gain 1 dodge. I'm going to spend a drive to gain another dodge, which actually just puts me at 1 because I have a -1 to all rolls.
Oh my god.
Excellent.
You have 2 10s. There's no way I have to take this, but I might be able to dodge 1 damage.
Yeah, you might be able to dodge 1.
I do not.
Okay, excellent. So you take 2 damage.
Ooh, after I just spent 1.
Yep. And then, as this tentacle whips into you, you see more of this kind of like strange goo substance that was dripping out of its 2 opened mouth. Makes contact with you in that wound. I need you to make another body roll. You need 1 success.
Good lord.
I mean, I succeed.
You succeed. Fantastic. You feel like this panicked, kind of like overwhelming feeling kind of start to surge up again. You're like, what can be more panic-inducing than this situation? This is expected.
Just white knuckle gripping this grenade. Like,
Yep.
ow. I'm down
excellent.
to 1, by the way, everyone.
This is fantastic. Anyone who bet on Logan dying first, your money's about to come to fruition, probably. I want to check.
By my own hand, maybe.
Yeah. I want to check in with Rex and Chester really quick. You're watching all of this unfold. Chester, you have 2 camera situation going on right here. What are you 2 doing, if anything?
Is it me and Rex?
You and
Or I'm Rex.
But you are right.
you are Rex.
I'm just watching. I see
He's
that
so stressed
Boston's...
out from learning he fucked up his job.
Yeah. I'm just watching because I'm thinking about it, and it's like I'm one of those executives that is in charge of a science division but doesn't know science at all. So, compound to Rex was chemical. now that he knows that it's not, he's like, fuck. So he's just watching the thing, and he sees that Boston Rob is doing his best.
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, well, he sees that he has a grenade, and maybe that will subdue it enough to do his job correctly. And you just see Rex like gripping the back of Chester's chair as he's watching the camera, and he just goes, "We'll throw a pizza party in his honor. It'll be okay." And just watching to see if the monster gets knocked out or killed by this grenade.
This is all solo in the science car, right? It didn't like open into the chemical, or was there like a doorway?
There was a door into the chemical. You're seeing most of this through your drone, but you can see like everything that Clifton is doing and that Smokey is doing. You can kind of see Boston just like right in the doorway. But with your drone, you're able to kind of like piece everything together.
I ask because is the creature in between a doorway where if I shut it on it?
No, not yet. There is a Boston between the creature and the door.
Okay.
So Boston Rob is still in chemical.
Yes, right on the other
Boston
side
Rob
of the doorway.
stands.
Well, seeing as how we have open comms,
Yes.
I'm going to tell Boston to maneuver it to be in between the doors, and I'll see if maybe I can shut it.
Oh, copy that.
Okay. Excellent. Boston Rob,
What's that?
what would you like to do?
Is it? Oh, we're back up.
You. You.
I'm gonna move back towards this door. I think I should be able to get out of the car, and I'm gonna take another shot at this thing.
Okay. Still hanging on to that grenade.
It's 2 8s.
2 8s. Oh, wow. It's going to try to dodge out of the way. And it succeeded on one of those, so it is still going to take a damage from that.
Got it. And then I'm gonna try and lead it.
The peppering's
out
pretty
the
good.
Door.
Okay, perfect. You peppered it pretty good, and the solid hit from Smokey. It is like still partially human, kind of. But it does seem to be like this like strange, somewhat glowy goo is kind of dripping out of multiple parts of its body. So the thwacks are you're feeling it, Mr. Krabs. That is everything for you. Clifton, is there anything that you want to do?
I would
Tis your
like
turn.
to see if
Hmm?
I would like to look in between the train cars and see what sort of mechanism there is there.
Okay.
I guess if I'm already in the back of science, I'll just use the opportunity to just look at this one between science and flatbed.
Okay.
What the situation is like connecting each car to each other.
Sure. I'll say it's not too hard to see where they are coupled together. Why don't it doesn't technically exist, but go ahead and just roll a d10 for the sake of luck.
The 9.
9. Okay.
Yeah.
There is a mechanism that you could reach. It is pretty far down there. You would have to like basically get down like chest to the ground to reach it, but there is a mechanism that you think you could probably manually uncouple the cars.
Great. Is Rob up, like on his feet?
Currently.
Great. Same with Smokey.
Fucking
Smokey
barely.
hasn't taken anything.
Yeah, Rob is like up, but like it's not looking great for Rob.
Would you consider what I just did an action?
Yes.
Great.
But you can move or attack if you would like to.
I think I would like to. I think I would like to move in between the monster and Rob, and just tell everyone to get into flatbed. Everyone,
Oi.
go back to flatbed. Look, that grenade's gonna come in real handy. We just need to get you out of here, and you can't take another hit. Let's move it on back. We're gonna uncouple these cars.
To die. Okay.
Nope, not today, my friend. We're gonna uncouple these cars. You're gonna toss that grenade. Done deal.
You don't happen to be saying this over any sort of communication device that Rex can hear, would you?
No, we're yelling at each other.
Good.
Nope.
That's
as
for
long
the
as
best
I'm-
for you.
As long as I'm throwing this, because I don't want to hang on to it for the rest of the afternoon.
Yep, I feel that. Not really sure why you pulled the pin on it. I wouldn't have suggested that.
Well, I don't work for you.
Yeah, you know, that's fair. And
Okay.
you know what? We should work for each other.
God damn it.
Anyway,
Let's do it. Let's round them up.
okay.
Okay. So, Smokey, is there anything that you're obviously hearing all of this yelling back and forth? What would you like to do in response to all of this?
I just would also like to engage in the yelling and say that, do we know that everybody out of the rest of the car is gone, or are we winging it? Are we saying, fuck it, this is what's happening? Are we, because Chemical is in that direction? This all seems very unsafe right now.
I mean, it's this, or we let the company drones blow us up.
That's
You know what? That's a great point. We should go.
seems like we have an opportunity for Chester to have 2 potential doors to catch this thing in, and if that doesn't work, then we can just uncouple the train car, toss a grenade, and hope for the best.
Alrighty, well, I'll buy us all beer when we get back, but let's go.
Okay, so if I'm
Or tea or
interpreting
whatever you want.
if I'm interpreting this plan correctly, you want to try to get the creature stuck between the doors first, between Science and Chemical.
Yes.
And then if that does not fully destroy it, you want to uncouple the cars and throw a grenade at it.
I think my plan anyway, is if it gets stuck, to throw the grenade back into Chemical and run.
Gotcha. All right,
And then
excellent.
if that doesn't work, we can uncouple Science to the flatbed.
Excellent. Fantastic. Well, let's see if this all works. As the creature moves forward through the doors, Chester, I'm going to have you roll. Go ahead and roll hacking for me.
Got a 9.
A 9.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Roller coming
Fantastic.
I failed plenty already today, so it's about time.
through. I guess that's fair.
So you are able to get that door to start closing. Now, I'm going to see how likely it is you dodge through it, which it does not. So, as it starts to like snake its way forward at a pretty fast speed, it gets the majority of its neck through this doorway and like one of its arms as the door shuts on it. You said you rolled a 9?
Yes.
So that's gonna take a damage, and it's kind of screeching at this point as it's kind of squished between the doors. There is probably about a like 1.5 foot gap between the door and the wall, so there is space if you wanted to toss a grenade through there. Which, if you would like to do so, Boston Rob.
Are the other 2 out of here? I will wait until the other 2 are out of this car.
Yeah, but you can bet your ass that I'm like, we are like a little couple of elephants linked to one another, except I think I'm in the middle holding on to both of your shirts, hoping that I can move us all out of there so that Boston Rob doesn't go on some fucking vigilante spree and say, I'm a martyr, I'm gonna do this myself.
I mean, I'm trying.
I know.
I'll if we're all running, then I'll lob the thing. I'll try and Death Star trench it.
Okay. Fantastic. Go ahead and give it a toss. Give it a throw.
I would love
What?
What?
Okay, I know how to do this.
I believe in you.
Oh, a 9, an 8, and a 7.
Holy shit.
Fantastic. I will say that is enough to get it in the relatively small opening. And as your grenade goes through there, you all kind of rush towards the door. As not too long afterwards, an earth-shattering kaboom comes from the chemical car, as not only the explosion explodes, but also, much like our good friend Smokey hypothesized, it does in fact interact with some of these chemicals, pipes, tubes, all of that sort of stuff to create an even larger explosion. Thankfully, as the explosion starts to happen, you exit the tunnel. So you stumble out of the science room, and this massive explosion shakes the entire rest of the train. The three of you are kind of like, there's a little shock wave that kind of pushes you onto the flatbed. And whether you intended to or not, the chemical car as well as the data car are no longer attached to the train.
So I'm assuming I saw some of that from the cameras and stuff like that,
You
right?
saw everything. Unfortunately,
I felt
Chester,
it
your
too.
drone is definitely not survived that.
Rex is gonna stand up straight, tell Chester, if you can get headquarters online, tell them mission's scrapped. Secondary objective is currently a go. Send helicopter for extraction, but asset is KIA. No fear about reaching the station with it in tow. I will, and I'll meet you back at the flatbed for extraction while you set that all up.
Oh, okay.
Rex nods, and he walks towards the holding car to fulfill his alternative objective.
Fantastic.
Did I
you
roll for it?
You don't have to. You have officers here that you can pull rank on.
Oh,
So
I
you
can just
don't
have
have
them
to
do
roll.
it. Oh, okay. I turn to the officer. Well,
And you're
okay.
alone.
Will they do it? Is the thing.
They will. They
Okay.
will follow your orders. They are, in fact, company soldiers.
All right. Well, boys, or I forget who are the security officers again.
So you have Captain Ming,
Mhm.
and then you have Dumont, who is the one who is kind of interacting with everyone as lead, and then you have another one, Okafor. Those are the ones who are not the one who was very badly damaged.
Well, mission has been scrapped. We're getting out of here. We're gonna call an extraction helicopter. However, there is one thing that needs to be taken care of. We need you to eliminate the test subjects and meet us on the flatbed truck. Failure to do so will result in firing and potentially harsher penalties and punishments. And he actually lowers his glasses for the first time at them to look at that to really
Love that
solidify.
you have your glasses under there.
Double glasses.
You're really threw me off.
But I'm insinuating we're gonna kill them if they don't do it. And I hope that comes across.
They hear that and they look to the captain, who just nods, and they click their heels and salute, and they say, "Understood."
You see Rex walking towards the flatbed truck while in the background you just hear pop, 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 and lights going off. Probably. I mean, that's how it looks in the movie.
That's exactly how it happens. So as Chester, before we get back to the rest of them that are all together, you establish communication. Do you do anything other than what Rex told you to do?
Could I feel like I would have done something where I would have tried to back up some data somewhere.
You can certainly try, yeah.
What
It's gonna be limited because the entire data car is now currently not connected to the train.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
But the good news is, you know where the data car is if you ever wanted to come back.
It was more so like I was more so thinking the thought that I had done it previously, like long before any of this happened, but I didn't mention it, so.
Let me think. Go ahead and you know what? We'll make a retroactive hacking checks. This because you definitely did have some time, especially like alone time. Like you could have tried to hack into the data car, even if you weren't in the data car, especially since communications had been reestablished. So go ahead and make a hacking check for me. It will be a pretty hard success. So you would need at least 2.
I mean, I did threaten Rex I was going to leak his emails this entire time.
Did
I have
I'd love to see how that goes for you.
an 8 and an 8. That is exactly what you needed to success. Say shade. So yes, you were able to during this entire like fight thing, perhaps having a little bit of foresight, a little bit of seeing what may come to be. You were able to hack in and get a little bit of the data before the entire thing was blown to pieces. So the things that you get that you can keep for yourself, or you can turn over to the company, it's up to you. The first thing you get, piece of information, is that this organism was discovered when a riot broke out in the middle of a small rural village in Southeast Asia after a meteor fell nearby. It's being kept alive, or was, and under sedation, or was. And also you learned that the people on the train are being experimented on and exposed to varying doses of the chemical compound. You know that there was Greta, who you met before. There was a Hadi, who was in there as well. And there was another one named Paul Hannity, who you've never seen on the entire train. You're pretty sure what may have happened to Paul.
Oh.
We met.
Oh. Okay. I'll call them and let them know that we're ready for extraction and all data has been saved, and I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Perfect. They confirm and they let you know that an extraction team is already en route and will be there very shortly. Are you going to hang out in the security car until they get here? Or are you going to go out with everyone else? Oh, actually, at this point, Chester, you would hear from the car next to you the sounds of gunfire.
Well, I would definitely look at the camera first before I walked out that door.
You do, and you see the officers standing over the now thoroughly dead test subjects that were in the car.
And do the rest of the crew seem to be in immediate danger? As if I walk out that door, something might happen to me?
You flip through, and you can see the rest of them on the flatbed train car. The 3 of them are starting to like get up off of their being blown over, but other than you don't know exactly what happened to make them do that, so it is up to you whether you feel like your life is in danger or not.
I don't trust Rex, so I'm staying in this room watching the camera until I see anything change.
Okay. Yeah, the security guards, after a moment, they just kind of disperse. The captain starts to walk in your direction. After a moment, you hear the door open, and the Captain Ming walks in. Just kind of gives you like a stone-faced nod and walks past you towards the engine.
Okay, I guess I'll walk out.
Okay. You witness the scene that you witnessed, but in real life this time, and it's you get go ahead and take 1 stress and roll for burnout for me. As an aside, Rex, you do gain 1 drive because you were acting in the company's best interest.
I did a good thing today.
I was gonna ask, do I get a drive for bypassing digital security protocols for my?
Yes, you absolutely do.
I want us to feel good about this.
Also, Boston, you will also get a drive because you engage with threats to protect ARC team and survivors. Also, utilizing tactics to minimize casualties as much as you possibly could.
I did my job.
You did your job.
I failed my burnout roll. So what do I do now?
Hey, excellent. So, what number did you roll?
Got a 2.
A 2, which means that you got a 5. Is that right?
If
2.
he adds
What
it
is
to
your
his burnout,
stress?
Yeah. Or his
Yeah.
stress.
What's your stress total?
5.
5 plus 2 is 7, which means you get a -1 to all rolls for the next X
For the
amount
rest
of
of the
minutes. 2 minutes. So by the time you walk out there, you'll be like, ah! But you'll be okay.
Okay.
Long-term effects are still to TBD. But,
What are the odds that I would receive a drive for standing in the way of the monster?
for ensuring the
case
health of ARC team members.
because the goal of moving in between the monster and Boston
I'll
Rob is
allow
to
it.
try and mitigate
I'll allow
any
it.
extra damage.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I would like to heal Boston Rob. I would like to do
Okay.
some first aid because I'm.
You can certainly do that.
Spectacular.
Yeah, because you've got some time. As you all are kind of like getting yourself up, you start to like kind of try to patch Boston up a little bit.
Just super glue my like eye shut.
Great.
Is everybody on?
How'd that go? How'd that roll go?
Didn't go. I did a bad. It's not a critical failure.
Okay, but it was a failure.
Yeah.
Excellent. You take a stress, as does
Great.
Smokey and Boston.
Yeah, everybody.
I want to
Everybody
say.
becomes more stressed because you
I
failed
want to
your
say
first
I'm
aid.
on
That's
the
the thing you do.
flatbed now too.
Sorry?
Like I'm.
Yeah,
walking
you
through the dark.
definitely, as this unfortunate
Ow.
snafu happens.
Yeah.
I
Come
don't
on.
take any stress because I have the perk. Not my problem.
Incredible.
I just ignore stress taken from employees failing career roles.
Incredible.
What a team
But yes,
player.
the four of you are reconnected. Chester will be joining you in just a little bit, but if there's anything you wanted to do or say before then.
Austin, how you feeling?
How do I look? I'm just covered in like viscera and blood and like a tentacle ripped through my Kevlar vest. I think there's a scalpel sticking out of the side of my arm right now.
Yeah, look, I'm not great with tentacle marks, with tentacle attacks. It's kind of a new one for me.
You were nowhere
I'm
near
like
it.
bleeding from my nose and ears, charred up. I'm doing great.
Just another day on the job.
When we get back to headquarters, we should definitely let's go to upper management and get you a promotion. Like immediately when we land back at base.
Don't agree to anything. You can get whatever they offer you. You can actually get way more. It's an easy tactic that they use on everybody.
So we do have a ride, though, is what you're saying.
Yes, Chester's calling it in.
And they're not gonna just drop cruise missiles on us.
No need. Assets gone.
No need.
No need.
And you're not gonna tell anybody about that weird compound I drank, yeah?
Oh no.
I don't want to wind up on a train like this. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, no. Don't worry about it, Boston Rob.
I'm pretty sure I'm a bomb.
Nah. We're gonna get back to base. You're gonna get a promotion. We'll give you a pizza party and call it.
Keep
a day.
saying these things.
It's gonna be fine.
I spit a tooth out.
Is there anything that we can roll to try and figure out if that's actually how that works? Like,
I'm sure if you had some research material, you might be able to piece it together.
Oh, I do, but. Ain't that a shame?
I need to clarify something. Can somebody roll a d10 for me?
Just anybody?
1.
Just anyone. 1? Great. So,
I don't. Wait.
So, okay. Something happens right before Chester, you walk out. The door is left open between or actually as you're leaving, Chester, but you're the only one who can actually hear this happening. You hear one of the test subjects actually doesn't seem to have. They seem to have taken some severe, like, lethal wounds, but have not. They're still, like, moving. One of the security guards comes over and shoots one more time. As they do, though, the body explodes in an incredible force that doesn't quite equal the explosive force of the grenade. But it does, due to the proximity, knock this security guard completely to the other side of the room. And it does kind of push you very hard forward. And you, like, kind of collide with the door. Not enough to deal any damage, but definitely enough that everyone else behind you hears just like a thug.
Yeah. Sounds bad.
Experience is the best teacher. You don't need to see the documents anymore.
I think I'm gonna go check that out. Personally,
I wouldn't go in there.
Well, you wouldn't. I'm gonna open the door.
Okay, you open the door and you see Chester. You just kind of like stumble forward a little bit as the door just kind of opens in front of you.
Where's that fucking?
Got a little bump on your head. Yeah.
Oh, some body just exploded.
What body? Is everyone okay?
Well, not the body.
Well, yeah. Okay. Thanks. Thank you. Yes. If there was a body that exploded, was anyone? Is everyone else okay? Was there anyone in the proximity?
Yeah, the guy who shot him.
What the fuck is going on?
He would fly in that way.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna immediately run to the person and make sure they're okay.
As you do that, Boston, you were asking about a helicopter. You can hear it starting to come your direction. Stitch, as you run forward, you see a second, fresher, bloody viscera explosion. You can see the majority of the remains of the other test subject is also here that didn't get exploded, but it is full of bullet holes. And the officer that got blown to the other side of the car is currently being like helped up by the second officer who is here.
Okay.
With the bloody explosion, the new bloody explosion
on me, like near me. Okay.
No, because you were on the flat bed. Go ahead and take another stress for me.
Love it.
Roll one more burnout for me.
Great.
Which probably be the last one for the session.
4 + 5, that's 9.
Okay, so you failed your burnout and you got a total of 9. Okay.
Yeah.
-1 for the next 1d10 hours. So you just kind of escalated. So the next 4 hours, you're just not feeling great. This is a terrible time for a myriad of reasons. Body exploded. That body was definitely not exploded when you were here earlier. That body wasn't full of bullet holes. The helicopter is beginning its approach to the train. It's going to be like a couple minutes for it to get situated. If there's anything that you all wish to say to each other in this moment.
I just want to get on the helicopter.
Everybody that's in the car with me, I'm going to ferry them to the flatbed for pickup and then head out with them.
You have the security officers, the captain, and the engineer, and that's it.
Whoa, hold on. So doesn't someone need to stay behind and turn the train off once it goes to where it needs to go?
The engineer 100% does not want to leave the train.
My man.
Listen, they know their job, and it's one they can do.
Well, they kill
Or
you
die
if
trying.
you don't do it.
Just make sure you're tracking your hours and you're claiming your overtime. Don't let them pretend. Don't let them trick you into not claiming your overtime. You earned it.
We get overtime.
Your salary.
I think Smokey would at least turn to Boston Rob, and she's about to like kind of tap him on the shoulder until she realizes that he's disgusting, and she won't do that. And just says, "I'm real sorry I didn't let you like martyr yourself. I wanted to be able to buy you a drink later because I think this was a shit mission."
It really, truly was.
Anyway, that's all. Thank you for your time and for your sacrifice that I didn't let you make.
I appreciate it. I'll die another time.
Excellent. That's
no one
great.
dies on my watch. That's one fewer signature for my petition. It's not
be fair.
happening.
It's true.
This is actually the first time no one's died on the team on one I've been on, so new record.
Well, Rex, if you keep talking, we can change that.
Yeah, this train's still moving.
Listen, we're all stressed.
Are
There's gonna
we?
be a pizza party waiting for us back at HQ.
I have to keep like putting my ear back on my head.
I'm not stressed.
The helicopter gets its all this cabling and everything all set up for you all to get in. The security team does stay behind to ensure that the train does reach its destination, and also to take care of everything that is on what remains in the train. Yeah, exactly. But you all have a fairly long and potentially silent trip back to HQ. You are all very quickly whisked away for debriefing. Rex, I believe you wanted to take Boston to go and chat with some higher ups.
Yeah, Boston needs to come with me.
Hold up.
I
I
wanna
use
say
the
there's
restroom?
probably-
I just want to use the. Can I use the restroom? Is there a restroom I can use?
No, we can't. You can use the
Sorry, I was on
restroom
that
after
train
the
for
meeting.
2 hours. Please. Please, can I just use the restroom?
Is there a team of people waiting at the helicopter by the time we get back?
There are like a hand, not armed guards or anything like that, but there are people, some nondescript suited individuals who are there to escort you to your own personal debriefings.
Could they be?
They could have been had you called it ahead of time.
What's going on? What do you want with me? I just want to go to the bathroom.
We just want to give you the promotion you deserve, Boston.
You're gonna shoot me? I know, I've been around these promotions. Fine.
Oh no, it's not one of those kind of promotions.
I'll follow you. Anywhere. Caesar.
I'm gonna pat Boston on the back, not
Don't
really
do that.
caring if that hurts. As I lead you towards containment.
But that's one of the words of my job.
Oh no. But yeah, I wanted to fulfill my alternate objective.
Fantastic. So as everyone is debriefed, you are all given a second complimentary Sbarro coupon to use through the end of the month. So you have even an extended period of time past this whole entire week.
It's the
I'll drink any compound that takes away my lactose intolerance.
Unfortunately for Boston, you are taken not to a pizza party. You are taken into a confinement area, and there is some pretty strenuous and extensive testing that is done on you in conjunction with the vial that was supplied by Rex. Rex does get a raise for this entire job.
I like to imagine as I lead Boston into the room, like I kind of like let go and somebody else takes the reins, and as the door shuts, I just turn to one of the executives and I just go, "You owe me a drink after this."
Should just let me die.
It probably would have been a better future for you. And with that, we end another job well done by the ARC division of Wuhan Baxter Corporation. Congratulations, everyone. You survived, and was it worth it?
It was for me. I got a promotion.
One person.
It was
for the
worth it.
blackmail I have to leak Rex's emails.
That is true. Chester, do you turn over the documents?
Or do you blackmail me and get a lot of money?
I would love to get with Chester and say, hear me out. All this information, we can take down one guy, or we can get Summer Fridays.
I like where your head is.
Work from home laptops. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to work from home for the company. That means the monsters come to you.
Absolutely terrible. Well, wonderful job, everyone. If you didn't pick it up, I did give Dave, as the executive, not only, he got to see the briefing first, he also had a couple secondary objectives, which, would you like to share with the class what your secondary objectives were?
Oh,
Sure. If the mission was a failure, I had to deem it a failure and then, destroy any test subjects. And if anybody decided to try and stop me, well... you weren't part of the mission anymore. And then the other one was to see what would happen if an ARC agent took some of the compound and then was under stress, record all observations I make, then bring them back to base camp secured.
Wow.
And just hand them off and everything like that. The funniest part is I didn't have to convince you at all.
It just kind of happened.
You just friggin' did it.
I'm just surprised I didn't explode.
Yeah.
I'm also surprised you didn't explode.
I think it was close
You didn't
there a
die.
couple of
If you had dropped to 0 at any point, there was
but I also had that other grenade, so it would have just been a whole shit.
It would have been just a really bad time. Just an absolutely terrible time.
Great job, Dave.
Good job, Dave.
Yeah,
you
you
played
did
a
a good
terrible,
thing
terrible
today.
corpo.
Yeah, you did. You did a great
It
job.
was fun being
You
a
played the
corpo
absolute
shithead.
ass opposite of yourself, which was absolutely excellent. Well, thank you everyone for being in chat. Thank you for watching. I didn't read hardly any of it because I was busy trying to manage all of these employees. Hello. Hi. I would love everyone to go ahead and outro yourself. Just to remind people where they can find you. If you got anything you want to promote, please do so. If you have a moment that was your favorite, please feel free to share. But I would love to start with Logan.
Oh, that's me.
It's you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. That was a lot of fun. I always like it when I get to play the game that I wrote. I'm Logan. You can find me on Twitter at L__Dean. It's a long L. You can find this game and others that I wrote at mega-corp.itch.io. That's where the Megacorp Games lives. Extraction from Demon Fuck Cleveland 1996 is on there. Metro Skate Bloodbath is on there. The Tremors RPG I wrote. Tremors 1990. I want 2 to 20 player party LARP is on there. Please play that because I'm not sure if that works, but always testing. But thanks for having me. That was great. Thanks for playing. Check out the game. It's free. Oh yeah, all the games are free. Yeah,
it's free,
so-
but also you should spend the extra couple dollars to get
I don't have
whenever
any
they
of this.
happen again. Whenever they'll get maybe someday in the future. Never mind. I'm special. I have a full collection.
I make those. So with
made-
my hands.
with Logan's burnt out and definitely not stressed hands.
I'll make some
They're lovely.
eventually.
They're lovely.
But
Maybe you
thanks for
should
having
just
me.
make one.
Do you want me
Yeah,
to
of
pass
course.
it on to
Yeah,
Dave?
whoever you feel like.
I don't know.
Yeah. Hell yeah, Dave.
I'll do it for me. I'm Dave. I run the Mythos Mystery Society, and I played Rex tonight. As far as what the Mythos Mystery Society goes, it's it. That's it. That's the end of Mythoscon. We did 4
That's
games for 4 nights in a row,
Ooh.
and
3
it
nights
was
actually, but that's
3
fine.
nights, 4 games. It's just like the Bible. And it was a lot, and now I have to edit it for multiple weeks, and it probably won't be up for a long time because I'm actually flying back to Illinois for 2 weeks in this week. So once I get that all edited, it'll all be up on YouTube. You can watch it all there. You can also watch our previous games of other Mythoscons we did. We did another game of the company as well, which was really fun. And yeah, you can find us on YouTube for that and stuff. And yeah, my favorite part of the game was watch out, the door sticks. That was very good. But I also just love Clifton as being the complete antithesis to my character.
As soon as John was invited to the game, he was like, all right, now, what if I make someone who's just trying to unionize? And I'm like, yes.
How
So
quickly will I die?
I was working at it. I was trying to get you to stay in the car with the exploding people. Yeah, I'll actually touch it to John.
Hello, I am John Downey. I'm one of the co-founders of the Outlaws Network podcast network. We have many podcasts that you would love, so please listen to them. I'll follow me at Real John Downey on Twitter. That's where you can find all of that stuff, as well as just me rambling mostly about Pokemon. Then yeah, my favorite, I mean, going back and forth with Rex was very, very fun. I liked that dichotomy is very, very good, and we should explore it further.
Awesome.
2, Emma.
Hello, I'm Emma. You can also call me Dread Void Witch. You can find me on socials as that everywhere. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch. I play a lot of different games. Schedule is super weird right now, but I do all kinds of stuff, and you can come by and we talk about witchy things while I play games, and it's great. I don't do anything else on the internet. That's it right now. I think that actually one of my favorite parts was when Boston was gonna throw the grenade and Smokey's like, wait, I know this is a weird time to have a conversation, and Boston's like, not trying to have it, actually. I'm really not trying to do this. You are. That, I think, was a great exchange, so thank you for that. Jason!
Thanks. I'm Jason. I can be found as Decuddler on all the social medias. It's a name I've had for 20 years and it's stuck. I think besides being able to just play how I actually act at work,
You hear that? Steals company secrets at work.
I don't steal
wait a
company
minute.
secrets, but I do back talk a lot.
Oh, great.
I do think my favorite moment, like, anytime something happened, somebody was doing something, and Stitch had to chime in over their labor laws or to track time was fantastic.
We love someone who cares about the people. It's very, very good.
Maria.
I have been and will always be Maria. I was the manager of this session, and by golly, I think it was a good one. You can find me on the internet at Happy Capster. I stream here multiple times a week. I also do tons of other TTRPG stuff. Please go follow my links so that you know which ones I'm doing them, when I'm doing them. If it's a day of the week, I'm probably doing one of them. So go follow that stuff. I just was excited to play this game again. It's been so long since I've run something that I was so nervous, and then all of a sudden I wasn't. So that's great. I appreciate all of you. Y'all are great. Y'all are fantastic. Thank you, Dave, for letting me take over the last game of your prestigious event. Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Anytime. With that, we are the Mythos Mystery Society, brought to you by Schmuggies. Maria.
I did it earlier for Ty. You do it, you corpo schmuck.
Schmuggies. Chicken taste. New chicken taste. There it is. We can go now.
Wow. All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.